All right, so we've just talked about our fold pattern, and we just talked about our arm length differential scenario. How does that apply to our grip? Very important, because grip not only can affect aim, it can also affect how you hold the putter and how efficient you are with the stroke type that you're looking to develop. So what I have found that the more on top you want to get, the smaller the grip wants to be, because you have to you got to get your hands on top of it. If the grip is too big, then it makes it very difficult to get your hands up on top. Under golfers tend to like bigger grips because they can get underneath and get all their fingers under there. So the player that really can benefit from not feeling the flat on a grip would be a side-on golfer, because their wrists are going to be very vertical, so the thumbs go down the shaft. That's why Tiger likes the pro only. And I'm sure it has something to do with hand size, and it has to do with the more you get up on top, right, the smaller you want the grip. So if you're underneath, you can have a bigger grip and get all your fingers on it, and your thumbs are off to the side. Those kind of golfers also don't do well with a flatted grip, because they're not even benefiting from the flat, because their hands are on the side. Side-on golfers do well with the flat down the grip from a standpoint of comfort, but maybe not from a standpoint of aim. And a cover golfer going this direction doesn't like the flats because they're in the wrong spot and they feel it in the wrong place. That's why the round grip is so good, because it allows the player to work around the grip based on their grip type, and size matters. So for this example, for this reason, we've created a small round grip, a bigger round grip. We've created that also with a flat, and we've also created it in a small grip and a bigger round grip, so that we can accommodate the field. So if you're a cover golfer, which many people are, cover meaning your hand going downward, needing to get more on top, a thin grip, a thin round, smaller round grip would be much better for you. If we were to use examples, it would be our small round, or it'd be a 1.0 super stroke. As you start to get more and more this way, the grip can start getting bigger. You go to more 2.0 for straight down the shaft, and vice versa, going a little bit bigger. Another thing to think about is you don't have to have all the tires on the road, meaning you don't have to have all your fingers gripping the club. The more on top you get, you can let this stuff kind of get away. You're not playing golf, you're putting. It's a different sport, right? So letting yourself move this direction, letting your elbow work outward more, right? You don't need to tuck it underneath here, because all it's going to want to do is recruit back up to here, right? The more static you can be, neutrally static, then your arm can work the way it wants to work. And you're going to think, well, I'm going to hit it left, and you put it out here and you neutralize it and you go, wow, I hit the ball straight. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't believe body lines matter that much, so you shouldn't be trying to be this perfect robot body lines. Nicklaus wasn't that way, right? Nicklaus stood open, right? The problem with stance lines is they can produce aim bias. And if you can aim with the stance open, great. You're going to have to adjust your grip for that. Nicklaus did that. Nicklaus rotated this hand more this way because he needed an opening function to his fold, right? And he was on top with this one. So he had this hand neutralized because he was open, this shoulder being more back. He had to neutralize this grip more to the left and this hand on top. If Nicklaus stood square, this hand would have to get over here to get over there. And if he wouldn't have done that, maybe he wouldn't have won all the tournaments he won. It's funny how the greats figured out how to listen to their bodies and they grip the club according to how it worked, because they knew when they were using their arms, well, when I was underneath, boy, I hooked the putts. And when I got it on top, I started making everything, right? And then I could roll the ball dead straight. That's what you have to do to be a great player, is roll the ball dead straight. You don't have to put the putter in a perfect position. You are the perfect position. How you hold it, the slot you put it in, right? The thing you can control is put the right putter in your hand so it does aim. It matches your perception. You match it to the right angle and slot, the right grip size, all that stuff for comfort. Next thing you know, all you have to do is release that right arm and that ball will roll dead straight. Side-on player is going to do well with a medium-sized grip. Nothing big, nothing small. They can, depending on your finger size, you might go to a smaller grip, but generally speaking, a smaller, simple round. This is a good size grip. This round grip that we have is awesome for cover golfers. It's great for side-on golfers because it's round. Under golfers do well with it, and so we'll often build up a round to have 3 or 4 wraps underneath it to get a little bigger if somebody wants it bigger. So size of grip does matter tremendously for each fold pattern. So an under golfer, because they're underneath, they're probably going to not like flats. That's why I think they've done well with Super Strokes, and round grips help them tremendously. And they can go slightly larger because they tend to get all their fingers on the putter. So an under golfer can do well with a larger size round grip, or a Super Stroke-ish type grip that is thicker and fatter. So the grip does matter. Take into account what I've just said and think about it, and you'll probably understand and feel a different comfort level when you match the grip size to your fold pattern. And I hope that helps you.